Most e-commerce brands don't lose money on Google Ads because of bad campaigns. They lose it because everything is thrown into one big, messy bucket. And Google has no idea which products deserve your budget. I've seen this over and over again, even in seven-figure accounts. Today I'm going to show you how to structure Google Ads for e-commerce the right way, using segmentation and labels, so your best products get the spend and your worst products stop holding the whole account hostage. And at the end of the video, I'll show you how to get that whole labeling system built for you automatically, for free, using Magnify. So stay with me. Let's start with one simple idea. Google Ads is just layers of buckets. At the top you've got campaigns. Inside campaigns you've got ad groups. And inside shopping, or PMax, the real magic happens at the product group level. That's where segmentation actually lives. If all of your products are sitting in one product group with one bid and one ROAS target, you're basically telling Google, treat my best sellers and my worst losers exactly the same. That's not a media buying strategy, that's a donation. So the first red flag I look for in any e-commerce account is this: one shopping or PMax campaign, one ad group, one big product group called All Products. If you recognize that in your account, don't feel bad. Google defaults you into this. But it's the reason you can't push profitable volume. You have no control. What we want instead is simple. Different groups of products with different bids and different expectations based on how they actually perform for the business. And the way we get there is with custom labels. Custom labels are like a secret, private tagging system inside your shopping feed. Your customers never see them. Google never shows them in the ad. They're just there to help you organize, segment, and bid like a pro. You get 5 fields: custom_label_0 through custom_label_4. What they mean is completely up to you. And this is where most stores and a lot of agencies drop the ball. They either leave them completely empty or they fill them with random values that don't line up with any strategy. For e-commerce, I like to define them like this. Custom label 0, margin tier, high, medium, low. Custom label 1, performance, bestseller, stable, loser, zombie. Custom label 2, seasonality, evergreen, summer, winter, sale. Custom label 3, price tier, low ticket, mid, high. Custom label 4, strategic, new product, clearance, protected brand, etc. Now, why does this matter? Because once these labels exist in your feed, you can go into Google Ads, open your shopping or PMax campaign, and actually split your product groups by these labels. That's how you end up with a separate bid for high-margin bestsellers versus low-margin clearance items, or a separate campaign entirely for your top 10% of products. Imagine this. Instead of one bid for 5,000 products, you have one group, high-margin bestsellers. This gets the most aggressive ROAS target or bid. One group, medium-margin stable products, steady budget, steady expectations. One group, low-margin or risky products, low bids or even excluded from shopping entirely. Same account, same catalog, same total spend. But now your money is actually working where it makes sense for the business. That's the difference between we're spending on Google Ads and we're deliberately allocating capital. Here's the catch. Doing this manually is painful. You have to export product performance from Google Ads, calculate ROAS or margin over a certain period, join that back to your product IDs, then build a supplemental feed or feed rules to push the custom labels into Merchant Center. It's a lot of spreadsheets, and if you're an agency managing multiple stores, it's the kind of thing that sounds great in theory and then never happens consistently. That's exactly why we built this into Magnify. Magnify looks at your feed and your performance data together. It automatically tags your products with the labels you actually want as a media buyer. Best performing products over your chosen time window. True best sellers versus one-hit wonders. Margin tiers pulled from your catalog data. Categories and subcategories that deserve their own budgets. And even zombie products. SKUs that get impressions and spend but never convert, or that never show at all. Then it writes those tags back into your feed as custom labels. You don't have to maintain 5 different spreadsheets or rebuild rules every time the catalog changes. Every new product comes in, gets evaluated, and gets labeled using the same logic. From there, structuring your campaigns becomes simple. In Google Ads, you split your shopping or PMax campaigns by custom label 0 equals margin tier and custom label 1 equals performance. You give your high-margin bestsellers their own campaign, or at least their own product group with a stronger bid. You push zombies and consistent losers into a low-priority, low-bid rehab campaign, or pause them entirely. You separate new products so you can give them controlled testing budget without messing up your core performance. Same tools, same interface, completely different level of control. And this is the real mindset shift. Stop structuring campaigns by convenience, one campaign per country, one campaign per brand, and start structuring by business logic. Where do we actually make money? What deserves more budget? What needs to be protected? What is dragging everything else down? Labels are how you teach that logic to Google. Magnify is how you keep those labels up to date without losing your mind. If you're running shopping or PMax for e-commerce clients and your custom labels are empty, or worse, inconsistent, this is probably the biggest low-effort, high-impact change you can make this month. In the description, I've left a link where you can connect your merchant center, run a free feed audit, and see exactly how Magnify would segment your catalog, your current best products, your emerging winners, your zombies, and the categories that are carrying the entire account. It takes about 60 seconds, and it will change the way you look at your Google Ads structure. If you want more content like this, subscribe. I'm going to keep breaking down how to use feeds, AI, and proper segmentation to make Google Ads actually work for e-commerce, not just look good in screenshots. I'll see you in the next video.